Hey everyone, Nicole here. So there is something that I would seriously like to address. And I know that when I'm finished, not even when I'm finished, I know there's a lot of people who will agree with me, especially college graduates. Now, here's my thing. You go to school for 2, sometimes 4 years, mostly longer, okay? You get your associates, your bachelor's, your master's, your PhD if you please, okay? You get out of college and you expect to come out of college and get a job. Mind you, you busted your butt for 4 years, you got stressed out, you got heartache, you got pain, you ripped your hair out, you're probably bald by now, and then you come out of college and you can't find a job. Now, most of us would expect to have at least the option to get graduate college with or degree and have the option to know that we can either find a job with our degree or have our degree as a backup and work in a field that is completely unrelated to our degree because we like the field and we're making a sustainable amount of money to keep us. But when we come out, we don't even have the option. We have a if, but, and when. If we go to college, we may find a job when we come out with or within our degree field. But if we do not go to college, we will not have a job more than likely in a field that we prefer. When we do go to college and get our degree, we still can't find a job. And here's the reason why we can't find a job. You apply, you fill out resumes, cover letters, everything. Everything that is required, you fill it out. You learn to fill it out from high school, you get it more professionally prepared during college, right? Now, when you go to apply, you have companies, all of them, they're saying 1 to 2 or maybe 4 years of experience is required. Now, here's my thing. In order to get experience, you have to be working in the field. If you're not working in the field, then you won't have any experience. Now, most people will have experience during college because they have to do internships. Now, most people only do their internships when their internships come along. Like myself, that's what I did. However, I had prior experiences because I volunteered also. But most people don't really look at that because, volunteering is usually a short time. Now, you have some people who will engage themselves in other internships that is not required at their school just for personal experience, which is great because when it's on the resume, that's even better. But some people don't have the time, but they have the time for school. So when internship time comes along, that's when they get their experience. Now, you get your experience, but it's not as in depth as it would be as if you got out of college and had an internship that is really what's the word, that is more in depth because now you have more stuff that you need to focus on, everything that you've learned over the years of being in college. That's most of the experience that people have. Now, to all these companies, to all you companies, to all of these companies that are saying that they want people with experience, but at the same time they won't hire college graduates with degrees so that we can receive the experience that we need to move forward. If we don't get hired, how are we supposed to get the experience? If we don't get the experience, then we can't get a job in a field that we went to school for. Now, mind you, a lot of people have jobs in fields that are totally unrelated to their degree. And, they love that. And that is okay. They have their degree to fall back on, like I said before. But to all the companies out there, the big head companies and all the CEOs and managers, FYI to you all, you were at least one time in the same position that us nowadays college graduates are in. In order for us to get experience, we need to be hired. You can't want someone who has just graduated college and needs 4 years of experience, but still the experience that we have from our internship is not enough for you. Why don't you hire us and train us? Because you never know. We may even actually be the ones to carry your company further. But because you companies want to be lazy and don't want to train us because, I don't know, maybe you think you're too good or you don't have the time to train us, let's keep in mind that the position you are currently in, all you CEOs and managers, you would not be in that position if you were being treated like we are now. And even if you were in the position that we are in, why is it that now when you are in a more manageable position, a higher head, and you can actually make changes to the company that you are in, why not change the policy to say, okay, we are going to hire at least 2 out of 5 people who has no experience at all and train them. We'll hire 1 out of 3 people who has minimum experience, and we'll hire 4 out of 5 people who has a complete 4 years of experience. I mean, because later on down the line, we need the experience in order for us to go through in life. Then you turn around and you say, you have no experience, and you look down on us. Well, FYI, if you hired us, we would get the chance to get the experience and work somewhere that is relevant to our field, in a career that we love, in a field that we can move forward and says, yes, my 4 years of schooling was worthwhile. I don't just have a paper to show it, but I actually have the experience, my job, my coworkers, and a field that I love. So FYI, companies, stop being so lazy to not want to train us, and stop thinking that you are too good to train people who are unexperienced, because unless you train us, we will get no experience. And then you are going to be the same ones who are going to see our names elsewhere and think, oh, that name sounds familiar. You look back through your resumes and say, oh crap, that's someone I could have hired. But guess what? You were too darn lazy to hire us, and we got the experience elsewhere without your help. So stop saying that you want people with 1 to 4 years of experience if you won't give us the chance to prove to you that we are worthwhile and can be worthwhile in your company, while getting the experience through your training that you gave to us. That is all.